Hi, it's me, Rasheed Ogunlaru, coach, speaker and author. And this month, Catch the Coach, my video show, newsletter, one person thingy, connection with you is all about appreciation. You know, it's very easy for life just to become do, me, list, win, problem fix, problem fix, this, that. Got to get here, got to do that, got to sort this out. I'm not good enough. The whole thing becomes this pursuit. The whole thing just becomes this pursuit. And throughout the whole experience, or much of it, usually much of it, once we've left childhood, because the childhood, unless we're quite unfortunate and that's kind of knocked out of us somehow, mentally, spiritually, physically, is a time when there's that joy, isn't it? There's that play, there's that just experiencing and discovering, not getting too lost in everything that one has to be. There's that appreciation, that joy. But throughout our adulthood, for the most part, it's this do, me, list, win. Woe is me, more can be me. Woe is me, more can be me. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. One's entire life can be lost in that. And it's only, and I talk about this in a lot of the work, I talk about it in the Become Who You Are talk, I talk about it in the Gift of Success book. It's often only the very, very, very serious events when they come knocking on the door, bereavement, loss, separation, divorce, ill health, redundancy, breakup, accidents. Only when those things come knocking on the door do we wake up and we realise that there's more. So this issue is just all about, if you like, the gift of appreciation. I have a saying, in broad terms, this is my quote for the month, if you like, in broad terms, success is something that we spend our whole lives looking for, whilst fulfillment is something we spend our whole lives overlooking. Success is something we spend our whole lives looking for, whilst happiness, fulfillment, is something we spend our whole life overlooking. Why? Because it's here. The word appreciation actually means two things. The word appreciation, the first meaning of the word appreciation is to notice, to see, to value. To notice, see and value. Because to see something, first of all, I need to notice it. And when I see it, it means that something is kind of valued. That's the appreciation thing. Aha, my goodness, here is a beautiful pen. You know, this is these amazing earphones that allows me to listen to music. Here is this incredible, here's this incredible instrument that allows me to write. Here is something that incredible that allows me to capture my ideas. Here is something remarkable that allows me at a distance to control things. Here is something remarkable that when I plug it in means that I can play some old-fashioned things that I can't play now because the manufacturers don't want to have an inbuilt slot to play the DVDs for those people who still have it. You get the idea of what I'm talking about. But I'm still glad that they have those computers now at that particular size, so it's so cool and it looks beautiful, and so on. Appreciation, to notice, to see, to value. Meaning one. Meaning two, something that grows in value. Appreciation, growth, progress. So there's two meanings. And my feeling, my life learning, my journey, if you like, in many ways, my life's work, is that appreciation, meaning number one, is looked at and embraced first. That is the real birthplace of any meaningful appreciation, growth, success, you have it. Number two, because this appreciation, growth, success thing over here is uncertain. It is unpredictable. It, like everything, will rust, turn to dust. Great, it's a trophy on a cabinet. It's a position that you had. Of course, there are some material things that it enables us to have. But unless we have this appreciation, this joy, this appreciation of ourselves, of life itself, and everybody else, then it's meaningless. It's unfulfilling. We overlook those things whilst we have all of this stuff. So I invite you to pause with me for a moment. And if you want to, you might want to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. That's a really nice place to start there. Appreciating breath. Breath is life. So first of all, just appreciating this breath, this being alive, still alive. You may be in poor health, very ill health. You may be towards your final years in age. You may be in a very difficult situation. Your whole life may have been that way. But we're here. And through this gift of breath, we're alive. And there's a possibility of experiencing. And there's a possibility by our mere being of enriching the lives of others. Whatever our level of ability, whatever level of disability. So we start by appreciating the breath. And then we find that we're in this body, the vessel. And whatever we may think of this body, it is the vessel through which we experience this consciousness thing, this whole thing. Whatever my ability, whatever my disability, whatever my gender, whatever my age, whatever my race. I have this to have some level of experiencing. So I'm grateful for that. And whatever senses I have, I'm grateful for those. Sight, smell, touch, taste, hear, all of these things. Maybe the sense that maybe I have an intuitive sense too. All of these things. Perhaps there's some people in your life. Perhaps there's some friends. Perhaps there's some family. Perhaps there's a loved one. Perhaps you're fortunate enough to have a partner. Perhaps you're fortunate enough to have good friends. Perhaps you're fortunate enough to have a job. Perhaps you're fortunate to have a roof over your head. Perhaps you're fortunate to have some money saved or some cryptocurrency. Perhaps you're fortunate to have some things. Perhaps you're fortunate to have clothes on you. These things are all gifts. These things are all blessings. So when I start up here with my breath, here with the body, then why don't we go also here to the mind, that I can think, the senses that I've talked about, that I can think, I can experience. Perhaps I can see, perhaps I can smell, perhaps I can hear. These things are gifts. Perhaps I can communicate. How about that? Perhaps I can love. Perhaps I can hold or be held. Perhaps I can hold space. These things are all blessings. These are all the blessings, the gifts of life. I don't want to take too much of your time in the rush, win, list. Pursuit. But I do invite you, my tip for this month is to appreciate every moment as best you can. And the moments when you realise that that moment, that hour, that day, that week, that month, that you hadn't done it, only when you click on this later on or you remember it somewhere or something's gone wrong or something's gone right, please, I invite you to just appreciate yourself. My tip for this month, as I think I've said, love you, love what you do, love others too. I just want to just very, very briefly say on the note of appreciation how I very much deeply appreciate everybody who has tuned into this YouTube channel, everybody who has come and comes along to my Networking for Success and Soul Trader event. I am so, so grateful. Next Soul Trader is on the 11th of July, then we return in September. The dates I'll link to the dates I'll post below this. I want to thank you, all the people who come along. I want to thank you, everybody who here follows me on these videos, on social media. I'm very, 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 very grateful. So I'm deeply grateful. I'm grateful for the organisations and individual clients that I work with and have worked for. I'm deeply appreciative to that. I'm deeply appreciative to everyone who came along very recently and spoke and heard me speak at the Alternatives and Hay House Diverse Wisdom initiative. Short talks, big message. I'm really deeply appreciative to Alternatives and Hay House for that. I'm deeply appreciative for those of you who are in touch with me about various kind of projects for your organisations. I'm really, really grateful. It's a joy. It's a blessing. It's a real honour, and it's a privilege to work with people in their lives, in their careers. And I want to thank everybody who's bought any of the products, experienced any of the products, or the people who listen to the Soul Trader talk and so on. I just want to just share my appreciation with you, because I'm somebody from that school. I like to practice what I preach as far as that's concerned. So that I just want to just pass on my very, very deep love and appreciation for you. And I really invite you to reconnect or connect with that love and appreciation for yourself, who you are as a personality, who you are as a person, who you are as a spirit soul, who you are in your life, whatever role it is that you play, parent, friend, partner, worker, manager, boss, whatever it is that you do, what instrument in life do you play, whatever song you sing. I wish you every happiness. Take good care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.